Okay, so hello everyone. This is your girl Sugary Girl Candy 2012, and I know this article is pretty old now because Titanfall has pretty much already came out for the Xbox One, but I still wanted to give my thoughts on it. I also have to redo another video that I did, but it didn't exactly record my audio, so I had to delete it. So I had to do that video. It was a subscriber suggested article. I'm still gonna do it. I just gotta redo it over again due to the fact that my audio didn't record because I'm using a totally different mic because my other one kind of freaking out on me. So anyway, as you read the title, you already know what it's about. So basically, I guess GameStop want to get these, get the Xbox Ones out the door because they haven't been selling too well. And literally, when I went to Walmart, see, there's a few Walmarts around me. There's a smaller Walmart and there's the two big Walmarts. Me and my mom took a trip to the to the smaller Walmart just to pick up some things we may have needed, and then I would just happen to stroll over to the game area, and of course I see all these Xbox Ones still there and no PS4s. So I say, I guess with GameStop doing a whole price cut thing even further is to try to get these things out the door because they're not doing as good. And if you check the sales recently, I'm not a salesperson, but this, just saying this for this article, but if you check the sales recently, the Xbox One has dropped dramatically in selling since January, because January was this month. So, basically since then it's been selling pretty bad, while, the PS4 is still basically just on a selling streak, and basically you can't find it anymore. You can't find it anymore yet, and I don't know when they'll have, I don't know if they specifically stated when they were going to have more Xbox Ones, and ugh. I don't know when Sony exactly stated they were going to have any more PlayStation 4s in, but I just know they said something around, it probably won't be any till around summertime. Yeah, I didn't think they would like take off as much as they did. Um, anyway, let me get to reading this before I babble on too much. It says GameStop has cut the price of the Xbox One Titanfall bundle even further in the UK today. What makes this really bad is the fact that they're only doing it in the UK. Like, yeah, your obviously Microsoft audience is it in the USA, so you would think you want to do something for the USA because everyone says, well, the USA is Microsoft's territory and blah blah blah. So you would think they would want to get that territory back from Sony because Sony took it. Pretty much, that's it. Um, Giving a significant discount over the already cut price offers. GameStop have got the Xbox One Titanfall bundle on offer for just $369.97, which is just $30. I don't know if that's how much that is in American money, but I heard it's really, the price cut really wasn't much, to be honest, because it costs so much over, in the UK and, other countries and stuff like that. So I don't know if that's honestly much, but uh, which is more than a soulless PlayStation 4, meaning Sony may have a major issue on their hands. The Titanfall bundle includes a copy of Titanfall Connect and 1 month free Go Live, Xbox Live Gold subscription. This means that for just $30 more than a PlayStation 4, you can get a Connect and a copy of one, if not the most highly anticipated games for the Xbox One. I don't know if I would call this. Maybe it is anticipated, but maybe in my opinion, I think people are getting anticipated mixed together with hype because this game is extremely overhyped. And what makes this situation even more funnier is the fact that, again, I mentioned on my other video before this one that I'm subscribed to somebody who said, what was it, 1886 was more hyped than Titanfall, and everybody was just like, hold the fuck up. And like his video got some dislikes to hell, and basically he said the reason why 1886 is overhyped is due to the fact that he didn't get the chance to play it, or nobody has played it. And I'm like, okay. When the hell did the definition of overhyped change from because you haven't played it to if you played it and it's not overhyped, if you haven't played it, it's overhyped? That doesn't make any type of sense. Whereas when you look at Titanfall, it's been literally everywhere. It's trended on Twitter more than a few times when, because I'm always on Twitter, so, and I pay attention to what's trending, and Titanfall has been trending like hell. And then literally you can't go on any freaking gaming site or whatever without seeing Titanfall mentioned somewhere, whether it be in a little freaking corner in an ad. I don't care where it is, but it's always mentioned, dude. So that's the hype game. 1886 isn't. Just because it came out with a few trailers like a month ago doesn't mean it's just now basically building up attention because not many people still know about it. So it's just now basically building up the attention, and I don't know, I don't even know if I can say hype because again, not too many people are really talking about it. So I'm just going to say it's getting some attention now, but I wouldn't still call it hype because, I mean, they've only came out with 2 trailers, and the second trailer was basically due to peer pressure. A lot of people asking, can we get, can we view this game? I mean, can we get some type of video or, something of it? Because, we haven't seen it since last year's E3. So basically, that's why they came out with a second trailer. And then, like, when I was on that video and I was reading the comments, a lot of people were already pretty much just judging it and calling it shit and blah, blah, blah. Yet they only show literally, like, a few seconds of gameplay. Like, I'm like, wow. So literally a 2-second trailer and you can just sit there and judge the whole game and what it's gonna be like. Yeah. And then at that, to put down the people, the developers, that are developing the game, to put them down, be like, oh, they're new, they're not gonna be that good and blah blah blah. People always forget that's where all big companies started as indie developers, as small developers. They weren't that big, they weren't that known, but when they start coming out with stuff, it start being good and blah blah blah. But this company isn't exactly new, so basically they're just new to making, well, everybody's pretty much new to making games for the PlayStation 4, but they're new to bringing, they're not new, but they're just like, how can I say it, they're not new to making games. Let me just say it like that. Should Sony be worried? Very. Now, if you're really going to sit there and say Sony should be worried, and literally there's the PlayStation 4 is selling faster than hotcakes, then what rock have you been living under, honestly? For intents and purposes, Titanfall's Call of Duty Modern Warfare with robots. Modern Warfare made Call of Duty what it is today and placed Microsoft in the driver's seat for most of the last generation of consoles because the Xbox 360 came to be synonymous with Call of Duty. Like, I don't understand how people don't see a problem with that. Like, that's all it's known for, Call of Duty. Like, it isn't known for any other genres other than a third-party game. I mean, like, wow, man, like, I would like the console that I'm playing on to be just more than just a third-party console. I mean, would it be the point? And a lot of people also say they don't like exclusives. Well, I mean, I'm not too much of a fan of it, but at the same time, you got to understand, if exclusives didn't exist, then there wouldn't be a point in getting one or the other. Like, if all the consoles shared the same exclusives, and all the same games, all the same exclusives and stuff, then it would be like, which one should I get? But then again, if they shared the same exclusives in the PlayStation 4, aka PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3 were the strongest, obviously more people would go for Sony's console, and basically everybody else would just be left in the dark. So it wouldn't be a point. Everybody would just get Sony's console because Sony, at the end of the day, Sony always come out on top when it comes to their hardware, all except PlayStation 2, of course. But they always come on top when it comes to their hardware. So if all exclusives were for every console, Wii U, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One and blah blah blah, then everybody will be leaning towards the PlayStation 4. So there will be no point in getting the Wii U or the Xbox One because they wouldn't have anything worth getting and they'd be weaker hardware. So, you know, a lot of people really need to think about that when they try to say, "Oh, I don't like exclusives." You need to always think about the fact that, oh, you may not be a fan of Sony, but more people would be getting will be getting Sony's console. So in turn, that means more developers will go towards Sony because that's where more people would be, aka the fan base. So what would be the point in the other two consoles? And then you're gonna have to deal with Sony. So yeah, you might want to think about that before you say you don't like exclusives, people. Let me see. The same could happen with Titanfall. I can't see Sony reacting by cutting the price, but it looks like this console war is about to get a hell of a lot one-sided. And this article is ridiculous, and the person who wrote it is ridiculous. I mean, Sony don't have anything to worry about. They don't have anything to jump for, anything like that, because they've been doing very well in their sales. So if anything, it should be the other console. And this is not even being a fanboy, fangirl, anything like that. I mean, if the truth is right there, you know, it has nothing to do with being a fanboy or fangirl. It's the truth. Sony is currently dominating when it comes to sales and all that other stuff. So, you know, they don't have anything to worry about. They're pretty much good. So that's my overall thoughts about this little article. I mean, Sony don't have anything to worry about. They're doing good in their sales. They're gonna have the games coming out, people. So you gotta be patient. You gotta remember that the console's only been out for approximately 4 months, I believe. So you gotta give it time to get games. You can't just expect a new console to come out and have like abundance of freaking games, which a lot of people have been complaining about. Oh, it doesn't have any games and blah blah blah. Well, I mean, you shouldn't sit there complaining about getting a new console and then selling off your old console when you know everybody knows for a newer console it doesn't get abundance, a lot of games or good games at that. It's just games basically to hold you till the games actually start coming out. So you shouldn't be sitting here complaining about thing not having any games when you should hold on to your old system or continue your PC gaming or something, dude. But just don't complain about there not being any games because new consoles have not even been out for 5 months yet. So, you know, just give it a rest and, I don't know, go somewhere with that mess. But anyway, let me know what y'all think of this whole fiasco. If you have an Xbox One, own an Xbox One, do you have Titanfall? Are you enjoying it? Is it truly Call of Duty with robots? Do you plan on getting an Xbox One in the future or PlayStation 4? Leave it down below and I'll get back to you guys as fast as I possibly can. Deuces.